I warn you though, some of the items that I will show you I think will be quite surprising. But best Hermes bag purchase of the year and the worst Hermes purchase of the year. Hello my lovelies and welcome to another video. This video, as the title says, will be my best and worst purchases of the past year. I'm not sure if you guys would think that anyway, but this is literally one of my favorite videos to film. And it's because I get to sit down to think for a few hours, to go through my wardrobe and kind of try and understand which purchases were really good and which ones just didn't serve me at all. It is a great way to reflect and understand where I kind of invested my money well and where I failed. And as you guys know, due to the nature of my business, I do tend to rotate a lot of things throughout my wardrobe. And I think I'm getting much, much better throughout the years because, again, because of the nature of the job, I got to know myself very well and I got to understand really what are the items that I don't really tend to reach for and what are the items that I wear over and over again. But also, you kind of never get perfect at it. You still need time to understand. And because I also tend to evolve and change, and so does my personal style, I keep learning. I couldn't really pick that many worst purchases, if I'm honest, not just because I'm perfect, because I am very, very far from that when it comes to shopping or when it comes to everything, but it's because I actually, if I don't wear something, I either tend to give it away or do something with it. You know, I just don't keep it in my wardrobe sitting here if I'm not having the most out of it, because I feel like that's just not sustainable. And if someone would be happy to have it, then that's always much better, isn't it? So without further ado, I have like my good things and my bad things here next to me, which is quite funny because it's kind of like angel side and devil side, you know what I mean? I'll start with the good ones because I always like to start on a positive note, and then we're gonna proceed one by one. I warn you though, some of the items that I will show you I think will be quite surprising. At least that's how it was for me. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to speak to you about today is what I have been wearing for consistently for the whole year in general, but this particular product for the past 3 months consistently. And I'm talking about my collaboration for idyl or idyl. Sometimes I call it idyl, sometimes I call it idyl, even though I know that the proper way of pronouncing it is idyl, but I just love the brand so much that I think less about the pronunciation and more about the product. But guys, I know I mentioned it throughout the vlogmas. Also, you've seen me wear it for the past 3 months, like I mentioned. The Venezia, what have I got here? Capri and Paris, somewhere here. I wear all kinds of different idyl jewelry in my ears as well, but pieces from my collaboration are this one, and this one over here. And I mean, of course, I love them because they are something that I decided because I wanted those exact products. So naturally, I really like them. But the fact that the moment we launched, the product sold out. I know I said this also like a few days ago in Vlogmas, but it comes from my heart. We launched the products, they sold out so fast, faster than any of us could have even imagined. And then I put so much pressure on the idyl team to restock, and I was like, we need more quantities because you guys kept DMing me, when are you going to restock, when are you going to restock, we need more. So I was like putting pressure on them, and I was like, please, can we relaunch in like larger quantities? And then we had like Venezia sold out in like a day, and the rest of the pieces just followed after. And I was like, in all honesty, I knew the products were beautiful, but I mean, we're talking about like precious materials. So the price is naturally, which I think is very, very fair for the product, like a very good competitive price, but still naturally, I didn't think it was gonna fly off the shelves as they did. So we sold out again. And now guys, should I still keep putting pressure on idyl to keep restocking? I don't really know, but I'll tell you, I have worn my pieces over and over again. And what I love about them is that, like, for example, Capri, I wore in my helix piercing, which is this one here, but now I'm wearing Venezia there. So, like, they're so interchangeable. They're so easy to style. You can mix and match them. I'm currently mixing them with the other Idyl collection that I have, like, with some studs and some high jewelry studs, like the bigger studs. I wore them also with, like, Lea and Kaya in the past. So it really depends how you feel, what you do. I wore a lot of, like, big earphones because I was traveling the past days. So I was like, I want to wear whatever's, like, the most comfortable in my ears, which is what I'm wearing right now, the most comfortable pieces. And honestly, I'm so proud of it, of the collection, of the collaboration, of the pieces, that it had to be #1 mentioned in the best, of most worn of this year. And you know what also strikes me so much? So we had, I'm sure you guys have seen during Paris Fashion Week, we had this beautiful launch event in Paris for the pieces. All of my friends also got the pieces that they wanted. I saw Xenia in Norway. She was still wearing them 3 months later. So she didn't decide that, like, you know, okay, I don't like them anymore. She was still wearing them. My team is wearing them. Obviously, gifted Annabelle a pair and she's still wearing them. And my sister is wearing them. And a lot of my influencer friends, I'll try and find some pictures, but, like, they are all wearing them and loving them. And that's, for me, the biggest compliment that I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, this is not, like, with a wish to promote. I love the quality. I love the pieces, the way they sparkle, the way the diamonds are, like, you know, so beautiful. But again, they sold out. So yeah, if you're interested in any other Idyl pieces at this time of the year, I strongly recommend my favorites, which are Apollo Chain, Lea, and Kaya. You will not go wrong because those pieces are gorgeous. Anyway, if anybody from Idyl team is watching this, shall we restock? I always find it very difficult to go from positive to negative, talking about, like, negative experiences. As you guys know, throughout the year, I got a lot of jewelry pieces from all sorts of different brands, from Cartier, Van Cleef, Tiffany, I don't know, Ollie Lingard, Tabayer, like, even the random smaller ones like Anita Co, but, like, still very well known. Many, many, many different jewelry brands. But one piece that I thought I was going to wear way more was this Tiffany & Co necklace. It is from Elsa Peretti. It is a bean, basically. Can you see it? I thought this was such a cool piece. I still think this is such a cool piece and beautiful piece, but to my defense, when I got this, I got 2 different necklaces. So I got this one and I got, like, a scorpion tail necklace, which I ended up wearing so much. I wore it at the Grace Link show in New York Fashion Week. I wore it a lot throughout Fashion Month, to the Nanushka show as well. Like, I wore it nonstop. I remember wearing it during filming my TV show a lot, right? But I just never ended up wearing this one. And I do not know why, because I love it. And even when I look at it now, I'm thinking, this is actually so cool. I think I just kind of ended up forgetting about it. So I'm gonna try bring it with me for the winter sun holidays and try and make the most out of it, because that's another thing with, like, worst purchases. Even last year and the year before, all the pieces that I've shown you were, like, pieces that, yes, I love, but I somehow didn't end up wearing, and it's fixable. All I need to do is remember a little bit better. So this little piece here, I need to keep in mind and I need to wear. I think it's also because I've been more into kind of more, like, dainty pieces, perhaps. I think my most worn pair of shoes in 2024 is this pair of loafers that I'm actually embarrassed to show you, because, guys, they're literally, like, almost falling apart how much I've worn them. And I'm talking about these loafers from the Row. These are so comfortable. They are like a glove for your feet with a sole, plus comfort, plus style. So they basically take all the boxes. I know that they were, like, so sold out, but they just restocked now, and I reordered another pair for me of the same style because I love them that much, and I think they'll be, like, so big again in 2025. I mean, they're classic piece. There's nothing, like, hyped about them, you know, it's like a classic. I love them so much that I got another pair here. So I got them also in brown shiny. Obviously these are worn a little bit less because I only got them in September. And one thing that I have to say about them is that they just go with everything, and they're so flattering, they're so comfortable, they're perfect. So that was a great purchase, and since they're just restocked, I decided to reorder. So I'll also link them for you guys below so that maybe you can also get yourself a pair, especially if you wanted it and then they sold out. On the contrary side, one of the bad purchases of 2024, something that, as you will see, I haven't put on even once, are these kind of like pearl embellished Chanel ballerinas, and I really love them. But there's one big thing that I've realized in 2024, things that are a little bit too feminine, I just don't wear that much. They somehow like don't fit well with my personality. I think that's what the problem is, you know. They are beautiful. When I saw them on, like when I saw them on the mannequin and I tried them on, I was like, this is beautiful. But then, is this Tamara? So they ended up just sitting on the shelf the whole year. And with these, I'm not even sure that it is a matter of actually giving them a chance and forgetting about them. With them, unfortunately, I think it was just a wrong purchase, something that I really liked and thought was cool, but I failed, basically. There were many great clothing purchases in 2024. In fact, I could film one whole video about incredible pieces that I got, especially when it comes to like Kate ready to wear or Magda Buttram. I don't know, like there's so many brands that I love and keep buying from. But guys, this Hermes trench coat, I was like, when I saw it on the runway, I knew I wanted it. I picked it up, I ordered it in 2023. I ordered it in 2023. I prepaid for it. And then I picked it up in January during the couture week because that's when it arrived. And I worn it so much. In fact, I could even stretch this so much to say that anything in color burgundy that I bought was a great purchase for me this year, including my Loro Piana cashmere knit, including my Chanel cardigan, including my Chanel loafers, including the raw suit, like so many burgundy pieces, like the Bottega leather trousers. So many pieces that I got in burgundy I love. And I even have matching pair of shorts with this trench that I love so much that I just could not include in this video. So since January, I've worn it so much and I still love it and I still cannot wear it more. On the contrary side, in August, what was I thinking? I got, wait to see it, a Saint Laurent leather jacket that I thought looks like the coolest leather jacket ever. And it is really cool. But I have 8 leather jackets currently in my wardrobe. So this one has still got a tag. Can you see the tag? Never worn it, not once. Filippo loves it. He thinks it's very cool. Maybe I can try kind of see if he wants to wear it at least so that we make the most out of it. But in general, I love this jacket. I think it is so cool. I think it is so beautiful. It was very expensive. But the point is that I just never got a chance to wear it because there were so many other things to wear. I got it in August. I hoped I was going to wear it. September kicked in, fashion month. October came. I had so many other things to wear. And then before December came, which was like this, it was already too late for a leather jacket. I just think for 2025, I need to not buy any more things that I have way too much of, like blazers, which I love to buy so much of, leather jackets, coats. I was very good with not buying too many this season, but it's not easy. Now, I'm gonna have a very controversial best and worst. I'm gonna say best and worst in category of bags, but best Hermes bag purchase of the year and the worst Hermes purchase of the year. Hermes bag purchase of the year. Now, I do this every year, okay? I've done it before, and it doesn't mean, I just want to put things clear. I have never sold any of my Hermes bags and never intend of selling any of them. I mean, that's not what I do with them, right? At the moment, I still have all the bags that I love and wear, etc. It's just that I have ones that I wear a little bit more than the others, okay? And that I think is normal. It's like that for everybody in their wardrobe, and you can never wear everything the same amount of times. But I think one of the best purchases that I'm so in love with for 2024 was the Birkin 30 Cellier in Rouge Ash and Cellier Rouge Cellier. This Kazakh Birkin. Okay, Kazakh means that it comes into different size. Now I love this bag so much, even if it's a Birkin Cellier, and we know that I'm not a fan of Birkin Celliers. I know many of you love them, but for me they just are a little bit boxy. Okay, and this one is even a 30. So this is one of the two Birkin Celliers that I have. The other one is Birkin 25 in Nata. I mean, I love that bag, but I've mentioned before that I'm not like a Birkin Cellier kind of girl. However, this is a very, very special bag for 100-year anniversary. It's like the Faubourg year. It's just so gorgeous. And on top of that, the colors are just what I was telling you earlier about my burgundy obsession. Love it. I love it so much that I wore it to the Hermes show in September. And I love it so much that I even wrote a whole blog post dedicated to it. So that doesn't happen that often, okay? I do have like a whole bag section on the blog of all the different bags and reviews and things, but this is a very special one. Anyway, I know you are for sure dying to see what was the worst Hermes bag purchase of 2024. This is with a very, very heavy heart. I'll have to say that of all of my Hermes bag purchases of this year, the one that I wore the least is my mini Kelly in fur with gold hardware. Why, you might wonder. Actually, what's so interesting is that this bag, so at the beginning of the year or at the end of the last year, I wrote a wish list of this whole year, like everything that I want. And for my 2 quarter bags, well, 2 in my name and 2 in Filippo's name, but anyway, this was like on top of the list. I really, really, really wanted this bag. This was not like, oh, I like it, I'll take it. This was, oh, I like it, I'll take it, because I didn't even know that this would exist. But this, I really wanted. I got it in January. I have worn it. It's not that I haven't worn it. And every time I've worn it, I loved it. But I think another thing that I realized this year is that my color preferences have changed. And I'm just not that much into color anymore, besides the olive green and burgundy, navy, gray, brown, beige. So this just is a little bit too loud. I do love like a light green or green in general, but I just wasn't sure. Maybe, like, obviously in the summer I wore it quite a lot more, but it still was not one of those bags that I've worn a lot. And it's not because I don't love it. I would never get rid of this bag in any way, shape, or form. This is like such a piece. But in general, mini Kellys, I think, are the bags that I tend to wear the least. It's not the bag that I wear a lot at all across the board of Hermes bags. I know that the world is obsessed with mini Kellys, but not me. So yeah, that's kind of it. So let's continue, because I have so many good purchases left somehow. Anyway, I think this is not going to be a surprise, and it's a pair of denim that I got this year and that I've worn so much that I basically every single time I traveled, I had to pack with me, I had to bring with me. I am obsessed. So I'm not going to talk too much about my favorite Agolda denim. If you're interested about it, the model, style, whatever, it will be linked below. The color is like beautiful wash, but it comes in also a darker wash, and I bought both of them. And I couldn't decide which of the two to put in my best purchases because they both are. So you guys are gonna have to decide on that one, okay? But this is really my equivalent of totem denim for 2024 for the ready to wear. Not the great purchase. I have this Chanel pink cardigan. And then again, it's not about the cardigan, because look at me now. I'm wearing it in gray and I am loving it. I have worn this gray one right, left, and center constantly. It's so comfy, it's cozy, it's beautiful, it's nice for travel, it's nice for everything, for a walk, for running errands, for even sitting at home if I want to be like so fancy. But the pink one I just never got to put on, and I have realized, because judging from my previous best and worst purchases, judging from everything, and now I'm making it public, whatever I buy in pink, I don't end up wearing. I just love buying pink things. I love buying pink things. Like, pink is just a color that when I see, I'm like, this is so beautiful. And then I never end up wearing it. It's kind of actually insane. Even this pink classic flap that I got, and I wanted it, like, you cannot imagine how much I wanted it. Like, I was crazy about it. I've worn it a few times, but not as much as I would have wanted to, considering everything. So this is not about the knit itself. This is just about the color, and I need to make an official statement and a note to my friends who are watching this, to my family who's watching this, and to you guys, my online friends, to not let me buy pink things anymore, please, because I love to buy pink things, but I never end up wearing them. For now. Why am I like this? Something really precious that I bought in 2024, and I've worn it so much for literally all sorts of various occasions. I have just the blazer here, but I would like to refer to the whole suit. I got this in April, and you guys, I've worn it to travel, to meetings, to events and shows and dinners and cocktails, and like I traveled in Dubai long haul flight in this outfit because it's so comfortable. Look at this material. Look at this color. It is so flattering. It is so beautiful. I love it. Okay. Now I have a few suits in this color. I have this one and I have a Miu Miu one, and I love them both so much. But this was just one of those purchases that I was like, well done to myself. I did so good with it. And I bought like 3 the rose suits this year, or 4. A burgundy one, a dark gray one, and this one. And they're all 3 are... Oh, and a yellow one. So 4 one, yeah. They're all 4 are insane. Insane. I really, really love them. Highly recommend them. Really love them. They're so well made. On the bad purchase side, I have few accessories actually. On the good side, I have a lot of everything. I don't know how, but this belt. This is a mauve pale belt. And actually recently I got offered a Constance alligator mat in this same color. And I just thought, okay. I told my SA, who I love, she's the best. I told her, I don't wear pink. So I understood, I learned, okay. But clearly this is in the same category of me just loving it. I worn it once with this beautiful like light lilac attire dress that I have. It's a brand from my friend Xenia, and I really, really love the combo. And that was basically the main reason why I bought this. I have a lot of other Kelly belts and I just wear the others a lot more. It kind of is not that worn, basically. It's the color. That's all it is. The color. Nothing else to say. I had to mention this pair of shoes, and it is a pair of Victoria Beckham mules that I got sometimes in September or August. Look how much I worn these. They're so comfortable that I even ran in them to film a TikTok, which went viral. So we'll insert it here as well for you guys to see. But they are so good. I got them in 2 different colors, and I couldn't decide which color to include because look, I wore both of them so much. So really, like, when it comes to the mule, last year I had the Saint Laurent mule in my favorites, a nude one, and I still have worn them, yeah, a lot this year. But I just think like these are my new updated version, and I'm so excited for them because I love them so much. On the contrary, there was a shoe that I really wanted to love so much because I think they're so gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this heel. Look at this shoe. Look at this pointy tip. These are just so uncomfortable. And honestly, I can put up with a lot. I really can put up with a lot, but these are just so uncomfortable. I wonder if the ones that don't have a cut here, but they're like fully covered on the side, are more comfortable. But these are just not it. And I tried to wear them, but it was just not working out for me, and I got them in September. Love them. They're a beautiful piece of art. That's why they're still in my wardrobe, but it was tough. In a non-Hermes bag category, I would be an idiot if I wouldn't show you this bag, which I think you've seen all across the internet by now, and it is the Bottega Andiamo clutch. Now, I got this bag when I was longing for the Kelly cut desperately. In the meanwhile, I got a Kelly cut and I love it. It also should be my best purchases, but honestly, cannot only put so many. I've worn this bag so much this whole summer, the spring, autumn, and winter. I wore it actually last night. Inside it has some stuff, yeah. A Wonder Skin lip liner and Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and that's it. This bag fits so much, you'd be so surprised, and it's a gorgeous bag. I really love it. I think it's really cool girl bag, and I think in general that Andiamo is such a beautiful bag. In my not such a great, haven't worn it at all, bag purchase is my Sabette bag. I love this bag, and the reason why I got it is because I had the previous one in a non-suede same bag that got stolen in my suitcase that got stolen in June. So I got this as replacement because I didn't want to get the same bag, because I was like, oh, if I get the same bag, it's just not gonna work. Look how beautiful. Never worn it, I think. Or have I worn it maybe once? It's a beautiful color. I really love it. But I got it as a replacement of something that I've worn so much, and then it just did not live up to expectations, unfortunately. Things happen. Things happen. Well, a jacket that I worn until the last day of it being wearable in terms of weather conditions. This Miu Miu jacket, I think I'm gonna travel in this bag when we go this season to the warmer part of the world, because I don't really need to travel in the coat, because when I arrive it'll be hot, but at the same time I don't want to be freezing on the way to the airport, so I just need something but not too much. So I think this will be perfect. This is one of the most beautiful jackets that I have, and I have a matching skirt, micro skirt as well, but the jacket is really where it's at and what I've worn pretty much every single day. It goes so well with everything, with my Atop Birkin. It goes with my De Margot, with some other bags like my Kelly Elan. It's just like a perfect jacket that if it's available still, which I'm not sure about, I would strongly recommend. I have a pair of earrings that are in my not so great purchase situation in 2024, but actually I got them in December 2023. I couldn't have included them in best and worst of 2023, so it took a year. And I love these earrings, and today I saw, when I actually bought them, how beautiful they look on. Now I cannot, yeah, something like this, okay? They're so cool. I really love them. For some reason, I think I was fearing that they're too heavy every time I open the drawer with my fashion accessories. And for that reason, I never actually ended up wearing them. But they're perfect, like fashion week piece. Or like they look too gold, maybe. Maybe I was just a little bit more into silver jewelry this year. Could it be that? Oh well, that's that. Now, I finished this best and worst purchases video basically because that's what I prepared. I prepared more things that I wanted to, however, give a big shout out to, if that's okay. I would like to give a shout out to my Miu Miu sneakers. These sneakers are so comfortable, so special, so cute, and I know that they kind of broke the internet with how viral they went, and that probably you've seen them all over, and like you don't need to hear more about them, but I think they're so comfortable, so beautiful, and I give them 10 out of 10. I really love them, and I would be lying if I wouldn't recommend them. Another one or two of my best purchases are my Audemars Piguet Mini Oak watches. I got a yellow gold and I got a white gold, and I literally cannot decide which one I love more. I feel like maybe I love the white gold a little bit more, but honestly, look, I'm wearing the yellow gold one now, so probably not even that accurate. I wear them equally as much, and I'm utterly obsessed with them. I think I have to tell you, my sister's gonna kill me, about my Reformation knit called Gareth. I think this is sold out. It's not available anywhere anymore. If we do find it, I will leave it linked in the description box below, but I love it very much. And besides that, I also love the brown Lisa Young cashmere set that I also bought for Annabelle for Christmas, because my favorite cashmere knit, and I have so many. I mean, I also have another favorite cashmere knit from Hermes, but it's a little bit more summery because it's short sleeves and the pants are so smart and chic. But the Lisa Young one for the winter months is mwah, beautiful. I have a lot of Magda Butrym dresses that I loved this year. So many Magda Butrym coats, jackets, dresses, and suits. There's like one particular suit that I love that is like thick wool that I'm obsessed with, and there is also a gray coat that I recently have shown you in my Vlogmas that I think is so beautiful. Another great purchase would be my Miu Miu brown coat. I just traveled in it, and I think it's so warm that it's as warm as my Max Mara teddy coat, which is shocking. And now what I would like to ask you guys is to tell me, when you think about me, and you close your eyes and you think of Tamara, what do you think is one piece that I wore the most? Because I asked the same question to my sister. I'm gonna ask the same to my team. I'm gonna ask the same to my friends. If you ask me, I know I haven't worn it the most, but I was the most excited to get it, and I love it the most as my Birkin 25, the Rock. This is the item that you could offer me anything else or this, and I would ask for this because that's how excited I am for it. Okay, so with that note and on a happy vibration, I will leave you with my best and worst of 2024. Next time I see you, it's gonna be 2025. So a little bit in advance, I'm gonna wish you most beautiful entry into the 2025. But I'll wish you the rest when I see you next time, because you know, we don't believe in wishing too much in advance. So I love you and I leave you. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye guys.